Okay, conflict is uncomfortable, but it is a part of life. Many of us will go out of our way to avoid it, but there is power in addressing it head on. Amy Baumgartner and Sarah Simone from the podcast Unqualified Therapists, they are back to help us handle it with confidence. Why is conflict, why is it so uncomfortable?
Oh my goodness.
Because it is for me.
It
I'm
is.
guilty.
I think that we made the statistic up that 90% of people don't like conflict. It's completely made up. But believe truly that it is uncomfortable for most people. I think that, we want to have comfortable conversations and good relationships with one another. So if we have to address something hard, that's never easy to do.
So what are the benefits of addressing conflict? Why do we need to? Like, why can't we just stay in our little safe corner?
Yeah.
I think that there's times that you can say, like, is this something I want to address, or is this something I can let go of?
Okay.
And if it's something you need to address, it's going to help the relationship. It's going to make it so that you can actually work in that environment. It's going to allow things to progress forward. I think sometimes people, if you just brush things under the rug, and then it's just like that forever.
And it creates resentment.
Right.
And then it's a tough place to be when you have these feelings that you haven't let out or spoken to someone about.
And if you wait too long, now you get them out, but now you've escalated.
Exactly.
And you're not getting them out in sort of that
And
civil
then
conversation.
at that point, you're laundry listing, and you're just resentful and angry, and so you could have handled that a better way.
Yes.
So are there differences in, there's conflict at work, conflict with family. So let's start with personal relationships.
Sure.
How would we, Amy, address conflict in personal relationships?
I feel like they're all the same.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like you would address it in all the same ways. And so really you want to make sure that it's a good time to talk. So is this an okay time to talk? And making sure that you use a lot of I statements and making sure that you're sharing what your feelings are and you're not blaming anyone. And making sure that it's just a good time that they can have the moment right then to have that conversation with you.
Right, because you might walk up to someone and say, I need to talk to you about this, and they could be having a very hard day, and they're already frustrated and upset, and that's not going to help the situation.
And if they say it's not, then that's okay. You have to be okay with that.
Right.
For me, if I'm really, really upset, I cannot have that conversation right then. I need to wait. And I need to bookmark it, is what I call it, and so I need to come back to it.
That's sort of file it, file it, but not away, just sort of keep it like a little sticky
When the
note.
emotions have died down.
Okay, so you talked about the I statements. Are there things, that's what we should do, are there things we should avoid, phrases or verbiage that we should avoid?
Yes, so any kind of definitive words. So we don't want to say things like, you always do this, or you never do that. Because that's not the case. We are going to make mistakes sometimes, but giving people definitives is going to shut them off. So if you're telling them that they never do something or they always do something, then they're going to be on the defensive. So if we're turning it around and saying, when you blank, I feel blank.
Okay.
So we just came up with this. We said, so when you aren't returning my phone calls or my texts, I feel like I'm not a priority.
And meanwhile, you might not even realize you're busy and you didn't even realize that you were doing anything wrong.
Yes.
Okay.
And most of the time, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. I'll put another 90% statistic out there. I make these up. It has nothing to do with you.
Right.
There's other things going on in people's lives. You're not like their main character.
Right.
So.
I don't want to put you guys on the spot, but okay, so that was, I feel, if you're not getting back to my text, I feel. What's another one? Maybe in work, because you said they're kind of similar situations.
Yes.
But sometimes with work, these are people who maybe we're acquaintances, we're not necessarily friends, so you're not going to get in and get the nitty gritty, but things are still bothering you and festering.
Sure. So it could be even like in a work situation, like in the break room, you could, do you have a moment? Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
And just approaching it that way. And then you can still use those statements. So just want to talk to you about
A conversation we had
yes.
where it felt like I felt like you were attacking me, or I felt like you were upset or mad. Is that the case?
Yeah.
And can we talk through that? Because I didn't feel a certain way that perhaps you thought I did, and that's why you were defensive or acting that way towards me.
Are there types of conflict that just can't be resolved? Or especially with this, because I love this, so we already have some tips, the I statements, the find the right time, kind of be open. Is there some things where you're like, I tried and I just have to let
Yes,
go?
absolutely.
Yeah, you can try, and if you have the conversation and there just is not any reasoning to be had, it is one of those things that you can make the decision to say, This is just something I'm going to have to let go of, and we can continue to work together, and I'm going to be civil from my end, but I can only control what I can control. I can't control the way they react, so I'm just going to have to let it go.
When someone says to me, I'm sorry that you feel that way,
Right.
I know the conversation's over. They're not taking any responsibility at all, and so they're just putting it back on me, and that's really not okay. People should apologize and apologize often.
Yes, apologies are very important.
On both sides.
That's another part of it as well. And I think that that's something that, you know, I'm trying to teach my children. I'm apologizing to my kids whenever I'm messing up with them. And also making sure we're apologizing correctly. So instead of, like Amy said, saying, I'm sorry you feel that way, you could say, like, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. That's not my intention.
Right.
Exactly. So just being, just a couple of words tweaking here and there can make a big difference.
Well, I feel like 100% of people out there, this is my stat, would agree with all of this information. This is great.
Yeah. In the heat of the moment, we know it's hard, but you can even if you mess up, then that's the time for the apology. Backtrack a little bit and
I always say, wait till the emotions die down.
Yeah, great advice. It's awesome. And you can check out Unqualified Therapists on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music.